Now to the latest fallout from the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Marjorie Taylor Greene testifying as some voters in Georgia seek to disqualify her from running for re-election to Congress. They are citing a provision of the Constitution written after the Civil War to prevent leaders of the Confederacy from serving. Our ABC White House correspondent, Mary Alice Parks, is on Capitol Hill. Good morning, Mary Alice.
Yeah, John, good morning. This is a complicated case, and I can tell you from watching the hearing yesterday that we didn't learn a whole lot about January 6th. Lawyers really struggled to make any headway with Congresswoman Greene, and it's hard to imagine a judge at this point saying that she should be disqualified from office. But other Republican lawmakers, as you know, have faced similar lawsuits, so all eyes on this one.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene from Georgia, known for her often extreme language and for repeating fraudulent claims about the 2020 election, the first sitting Republican lawmaker to publicly testify about the January 6th insurrection. On the stand, Greene defiant, saying over and over she did not recall much from the days before the riot.
My question is just about whether anybody at all ever mentioned to you the possibility of violence.
I don't remember. I have no idea. I don't think so.
The court compelling Greene to testify after a group of voters sued to bar her from office under an obscure provision of the Constitution dating back to after the Civil War that could disqualify someone if they engaged in an insurrection or rebellion. Lawyers arguing the case, pointing to her statements ahead of January 6th, like when she told followers it would be their 1776 moment. And this.
You can't allow it to just transfer power peacefully, like Joe Biden wants.
But there's no legal precedent for this kind of case in modern times, and it's a high bar to meet. Greene said she never encouraged violence and was focused on her plan to object to the certification of Joe Biden's win.
And on the same day that Greene was pressed about her actions ahead of January 6th, Republican leader Kevin McCarthy faced questions about his statements after the violence. In new audio recordings released by the New York Times, McCarthy referring to President Trump, telling his colleagues, "I've had it with this guy," saying he thought Trump might be removed from office and should resign, something McCarthy's office had previously denied he ever said.
And the only discussion I would have with him is that I think this will pass, and it would be my recommendation you should resign.
Now, McCarthy overnight downplayed all of this. He said he never actually told the former president to resign. We know that he's been in touch with former President Trump since this audio came out. And we all saw that McCarthy publicly changed his tune very quickly after January 6th and literally stood with Trump shoulder to shoulder within days, John.
And of course, McCarthy's denial doesn't mean very much because the reporters didn't actually say that he told Trump he should resign. It's that he told Republicans that he was going to do so. But Mary Alice, we had another big revelation out of the January 6th committee overnight. Mark Meadows was warned about the possibility of violence on January 6th. What's going on?
Yeah, John, that's right. The January 6th committee has been trying to get the former White House chief of staff to testify. And overnight, like you said, this big headline, they are saying that according to one of Meadows' former aides, a deputy White House chief of staff member told Meadows that there was the possibility of violence, that there was intelligence saying that there was the possibility of violence. So, Eva, that, of course, begs the question, if Meadows was warned, did he do anything to try to stop it?
It'll be interesting to see what comes out. Mary Alice Parks for us there in D.C.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.